Hello. Today we're going to talk a little bit about this Klom electronic pick gun I got. I'm going to demonstrate opening locks with it after this. I just wanted to break it down into two sections. I have to go to the store to get something because those of you that don't know it, Europe has different kinds of plugs. Sometimes of these types of adapters come where you just pull this off and there's a regular blade plug underneath it, but that doesn't appear to be the case on this one. So I have to go get an adapter for that. Luckily the thing came to me already charged. It comes in this case, which it's kind of hard to see in the screen, but it's a nice little case, and it contains all your stuff. It has a double zipper, semi-hard case. I don't know what the material is in it that keeps it rigid. You get two heads. One is for like a regular drill attachment, which is cool because you can use it for two things. If it didn't work as that, I don't have a drill other than a Dremel tool, which is high speed. This just locks that in place. You just pull it back and you can twist it, and it comes back, and you just line up the little indicators and then you push that up and it's locked. It's tricky to get that up there because it'll look like it's in place, but it's not. There you go. Once you push it in and you can't move that anymore, you know it's in place. This right here is the up and down adjustment thing. What I like about this is that you really can adjust the range of motion, which I'll show when we put a blade in there. Also, another thing I like is this is Allen head. It's not a wing nut. They supply the Allen head along with a huge assortment. It looks like more like a pick set, I mean, it has things I've never seen in an electronic pick gun. I never thought anybody would use. I thought there was only two types of just straight blades and curved blades. Speaking of which, so we've already got this head in here. It was charged, and we got these tools. Before we get into that, let's continue to look at this. This is where you find the 12 volt or the 4 points, whatever volt it is, plug-in. When you first start looking at it, you're like, man, where's the batteries? What do I do? You have to kind of like look around for it, and it's there. It's there. This is kind of like a neutral switch. When it's in like this, it's in the neutral area. You can push it this way, I guess it was for one thing, and you push it that way for another direction. To me, they go up and down either way. Doesn't matter. And again, you can adjust this. You don't want a lot of up and down swing on this because first off, there's no room in the keyway for that. You want to minimize at least what you would think the pins would normally bounce to. If you're going too far up and down, even if you had perfect alignment, you're going to wind up bending your pick and beating the hell out of the lock. Not that we really worry too much about beating the hell out of a lock. I will say that I played with it earlier and opened up this Brinks, which is kind of a weird lock. It's not spring loaded. It's just like you turn the whole mechanism when you do it. It's kind of gritty and everything. I haven't picked that open with a lock pick. But this Klom tool did it. I mean, it vibrated it open. So let me show you some of the pick. This is I got Peterson's tools like this in this little container. I like these things. They're adjustable height. You got to be careful when you open it because I dropped one of them. There's a little washer or something. It's somewhere in the carpet, but see, I vacuumed early, so I might have sucked it up in the vacuum cleaner. Anyways, you got a huge selection of tips. I've never seen this many tips. Oh, my foot is hurting right now too. Something weird happened at work. But you got like a replacement little warhead guy there. We'll put him back in the container behind you. These, you know what? I have no idea what they are. They're different thickness. It looks like something acupressure. What the hell would you use? I don't know. Strange. We'll put that in the strange and bizarre category. Here's the Allen wrench that we were looking for earlier. I was like, man, they gave me everything but an Allen wrench. No, it's in there, along with everything else. Another voodoo dart. for your voodoo dolls. We have various medieval torture devices in here too. Another, they didn't give me any curare for my poison darts. I don't know how many of these things there are. Look, I'm just pulling them out, like 4 or 5 of those. Alright, now we get into more of the useful things. I didn't know that dimple locks could be attacked by an electronic pick gun, but why not? If you want to whisk up some eggs, you got your egg beater here. This is actually for like cross locks and stuff. I think you got 2 of those. That was a 4-prong. This is a 4-prong. I guess you got various wave patterns. I don't have a cross lock, but I'll probably get one just for giggles. Alright, here's the nut. The only thing I've lost out of that was a little, like I said, a little washer or something. It's around here somewhere. I can find another washer. It's not something that can't be replaced. Alright, here's another little dimple type of thing. Let's see what that does. Now, this was just like a regular pick, you know. I mean, I'm used to a straight blade, but this has the advantage of that taper and the strength. So it might not bend as much as, they don't feel real, they feel fairly substantial if you can get it in the keyway. Now this is the type of blade type I was talking about that you would normally expect, just like a straight up knife blade. That's what I'm used to using. So we'll set that one aside as like normal. And then here again you go with snakes. I used this on a lock and it worked. I had no idea something like that would happen. A diamond. You know, I can go through all this weird stuff that here's, you know, like a kinetic attack for pulling back. I mean, what, you're going up and down. This is the motion you're getting, so I don't understand that, but maybe it works. Who am I to know? Here's another, you know, like, I don't know, weird patterns that they're using this. I mean, it's good because, I mean, a hook? Who's going to go up there and beat the hell out of a single pin pick? I don't know, anyways. The whole purpose of a deep reach like that also is you don't want to disturb the pins down here that are set low. So I don't know what the hell you'd be doing. It defies logic, but I work at, here's a dimple thing. I work in a logical situation. That's why I'm at home today. Now this one looks good. This one looks good. It's a little snaky attack thing. Some of these things looks like too you could just take and build your own little handle, and you could use it in your electronic gun, or in this case you could actually use them as a kinetic, you know. Just use your, don't even turn your tool on and just jab back and forth. That's work probably freaking out because I left, you know. They were trying to stop me from leaving, and you can't stop me when I gotta go. I gotta go. Dimple. Now, this is the normal stuff that I've seen a lot. The other snap gun I had, it had one of the straight ones, which I rather had like 2 of the straight ones, and this angled one, which that's normal, we'd say. And then here's another like city rake. Man, I guess, I don't know. Like I said, you can change the amount of attack that you're doing on this up and down, so you could just have a little tiny motion going. Maybe that's all you need to push the pick over. I mean, push the lock over. But we're going to take, and I don't really like the angled one, so we're going to take the straight one, and we're going to place it in here. The advantage of having an Allen wrench in a setup like this is that you can get it very tight and very secure. It's not usually going to fall out where these other ones will. We'll be at 10 minutes, so we won't be demonstrating any on this. But anyways, I like to tighten the crap out. There's nothing external like sticking out in the way, you know, like another. And I always like hold this back, but you don't have to. It's built in. It's threaded on that side, so just balance it up here. And I wouldn't get superhuman monkey gorilla strength tightening on it, but there you go. And then, you know, you have your, let me put it in there. See, you can go up and down just a little bit. And that's starting to get too much, I think, And I do it in pulses if I were you. I mean, that's probably the most I would get, but you tighten it down, you can get... See, it's just barely vibrating. You see that? But sometimes that's what you need with light tension. You don't want to go much further than that. I always try to start off light with it. There you go. There's 10 minutes and 30 seconds of what I'm going to be messing around with. Part 1, I guess.